Hey, third grade, this is Mr. Roney from the Syracuse Academy of Science and Citizenship, and I'm here to talk to you about two-step word problems and the read, draw, and write strategy again today. So last time we learned about a new strategy called read, draw, and write, and it's exactly what it sounds like, and we're going to demonstrate that together on two problems today. Secondly, we're going to talk about two-step word problems, which means we might have to use any of the four operations that we know: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So we have to pay close attention to which one of those makes sense. So let's take a look at the two problems that we're going to look at today. And just a reminder, these two problems are going to be two of the problems that you find on your Google form today. So if you pay attention to this video, it's really going to help you work on that Google form after you're done. So make sure you're paying attention to how this works so you'll know the answers. Alright, so we are back at it with this read, draw, and write strategy today. And the first step is simply to read the problem. So let's do that. And we're going to underline the important stuff as we read together. So it says, the students collected 6 boxes with 6 grapefruit in each box. So I underlined what I thought was important there that we might have to use later. They put the grapefruit into bags. Each bag held 4 grapefruit. How many bags did they need? So the most important thing about a word problem is actually answering the question that they're asking us. And the question here is, how many bags did they need? Now let's figure out what operations we'll have to use and draw a picture to help us do that. So let's check off that we've read the problem already. And let's start drawing our picture. So the first step to this problem is we have to figure out how many grapefruit they started off with before they put them into bags. So let's start with what happened first. They collected 6 boxes with 6 grapefruit in each box. Now, whenever I hear each, that usually means multiplication or division. And the picture I love to draw for multiplication or division is called a tape diagram. So basically what you do is you draw a big rectangle and then you divide it into however many spaces you need. So since they collected 6 boxes, I'm going to divide my rectangle into 6 spaces. So I'm going to draw 1 space in the middle and then divide each side into 3 more spaces. So altogether, this tape diagram represents the 6 boxes that we have. And in each box, if we look back at the problem, we see that there's 6 grapefruit in each box. So I'm going to draw a 6 in each one of these boxes. That's a lot of 6s. It's actually 6 6s. So now we have to find out all together how many these 6 6s make. How many grapefruits? So this really is a multiplication problem. So our number sentence to go with this is 6 times 6 equals, we'll have to find out. So one thing I like to do is practice counting by 6s for multiplication. So I'm going to go 6 plus 6 is 12, plus another 6 is 18. So we have 18 grapefruits so far. I'm going to make a little note of that there. Then 18 plus another 6 is 24, plus another 6, 24 plus 6 is 30, plus a final 6 is 36. So the total amount of grapefruit we start with our students is 36. 6 times 6 equals 36. And that's a really nice one to memorize if you're working on memorizing your multiplication tables, because that one comes up a lot. So we start off with 36 grapefruit. Now we're not done yet, because the question is how many bags did they need, not how many grapefruits they started with. So now each bag that they divided the grapefruits into has 4 grapefruits. So we're kind of going backwards, and we're separating these 36 grapefruits into 4 grapefruits in each bag. So we'll start again with a tape diagram here. 36 altogether. And now we need to figure out how many bags are going to be here represented by our tape diagram. And we can basically just keep adding 4s until we reach 36. So really this is a division problem. 36 divided by 4 grapefruits in each bag equals what? So 4, let's make a little line there. 4 in the first bag, 4 in another bag. We're up to 8 if we're counting by 4s. Another 4 gets us to 12. Another 4 gets us to 16. Another 4 gets us to 20. Plus another 4, 24. Plus another 4, 28. Plus another 4, 32. And plus a final 4, 36. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. And now you're starting to realize how important skip counting is. So if you're still uncomfortable with skip counting, this is something you can practice all the time, and it's going to make you better at division, and it's going to make you better at multiplication. So how many bags do we have? I'm going to get rid of this add here and move my screen just a little bit to give us some room. And 1, 2 bags, 3 bags, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it turns out that 36 divided by 4 equals 9. And that's our final answer. So we drew our pictures, we labeled our pictures, and we're going to write a number sentence to go with our story, which I'm going to type right here. They needed 9 bags. And that's our final answer. So I'm going to drag that over. What I love to do when I find my final answer is circle it. They needed 9 bags, and that's how you can tell your teacher where to look for your answer. Let's do one more problem with our read, draw, and write strategy. Okay, we're back with our second example, and again, these examples are going to be some of the examples that you're going to see in your Google Form, so pay close attention, and then 2 of the problems are already going to be done for you. So this next one, we're going to read together. Anne is on a running team. She ran 2 miles each day. Remember, each is going to tell us that we're probably going to do multiplication or division. 2 miles each day for 5 days. Over the weekend, she ran 4 more miles. How many miles did Anne run that week? How many miles total? So the first thing we got to do is figure out how many miles she ran when she ran 2 miles each day for 5 days. And again, the tape diagram is going to be a great tool for us. So first we're going to divide our tape diagram up into 5 days. Excuse my handwriting there, not awesome. There, that's a little better. 5 days. So we divide our tape diagram up into 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And each day she ran 2 miles. So we're going to put a 2 in each box. Each box represents one of the days, and inside the box we write 2 miles. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Really, this is 2 times 5. That's the problem that we're solving, equals 10. 10 miles. So we write a 10 up there in that box. Now we're not done yet, even though we did our picture. we still have to add 4 more miles that she ran over the weekend. So what we can do is we can keep this tape diagram and we can just add another little piece. I'm going to erase this part real quick to give us some room. We're just going to add another box. And in this box, she didn't run 2 miles, she ran 4 miles over the weekend. So it's really 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which we realize is 10, plus 4. In total, she ran 14 miles. So those were our 2 steps. Our first step was 5 times 2 equals 10. And our second step was 10 plus 4 equals 14. So our total here that she ran that week is 14 miles. And here's our number sentence to go with that. She ran 14 miles. Put a period in the end of that sentence, circle our answer, and that's how many miles she went. So I hope that you're getting more comfortable with the read, draw, and write strategy. It's one of my favorite parts about word problems in math. And I hope that you're getting more comfortable with 2-step word problems and continuing until we find that answer. So remember, with 2-step word problems, we might need to use any of the 4 operations that we know: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So it's about looking for those key words like each or more that tell us what one of those operations we need to use. So right now, head to the Google form. We already did 2 of these together, so you have 4 more questions in that Google form to do. All right? Ask your teacher if you need any more help with this, and we're going to continue to practice 2-step word problems later this week. Have an awesome rest of your day, and good luck on those practice questions.